Chris here with the most compact, lightest scooter that I have ever tested out. This is from Dynamic Scooter. It's called the Model B, and it's all about portability. It folds up into such a small size that it can fit in a backpack, and it only weighs 10 kilos, so it is very light. That's about 22 pounds. Yet it can still get up to 25 kilometers per hour top speed, and its removable battery located here is 5 amp hours. It gives us a range of 20 kilometers, which is about 12 miles. Not bad considering how small and compact it is. It does have a front headlight, and I'll show you in this video exactly how it does fold up. I'll be testing it out, and I'll let you know all the pros and cons of having such a small, compact, portable scooter like the Model B here. This is what they do include with the scooter. We get our charger, which is very small and compact, 5 or 6 hours to fully charge that 5 amp hour battery, power cable, Allen key, and this is the optional bag that you can get for the scooter. So with a carry bag, it makes it so easy to carry around the Model B, very compact, and at 10 kilos, it's not too bad to walk around with this as a backpack. It's only 10 kilos, yet it can handle weights of 100 kilo riders. So there's a little reflector right there where the fold is. The folding mechanism does feel very good. There's no flex in it. It doesn't feel like it's going to give away. Really sturdy. Gives me a lot of confidence. The rear wheel, so this is the slightly revised model here that now has this honeycomb design. They are solid tires, but with that honeycomb design, they soak up a little bit of the bumps there. So we have a manual brake here on the rear, grip tape along the top. That's where it latches in right there. Even comes with a little kickstand. And the front wheel, this is 250 watts. This motor can get us up to 25 kilometers per hour and handle climbs of up to 10 degrees. So we have the latch here on the front. It does feel sturdy. The steering here as well and everything. There's no play and movement in this when I've been riding it around. So it's a little bit hard to get this off, but that's good that I like the fact that it's quite locked into place, quite secure there. Pull that out, and that is how then the handlebar can drop down and then latches into the deck below. So to show you how quick and easy it is to fold this up, it's incredible how well designed it is to fold it that quickly. So first off, kickstand out of the way, drop down the handlebar there, release the latch, drop it, it clips into the board, and then clipped up, and the handlebar's in. It's that quick to fold up the Model B. Then to unfold the scooter, you simply need to press the release button. So this is going to drop down. Then you have where the manual kickstand is, another release that puts the back wheel out. And then you pull out the handlebars, lock them into place, pull them up. So this only really takes a matter of seconds. That's all locked into place now, and I'm ready to go. It has this LED strip headlight built into it that you activate just from the controls on the top. And as you can see now, it is bright enough that you can see the path ahead of you, in front of you, and avoid any of those potholes at nighttime when you are riding about. The 5 amp hour, 180 watt hour battery is removable, and it simply just latches into place here. So you just slot it in, push it down, you hear a click, it is then in place. So it's a 36 volt system. Charge time is around about 5 to 6 hours. And to remove it, once it's in place, there's a little latch here at the top. So you simply pull that towards you and then lift up the battery and it comes off again. The Model B does not use lock grips, so the grips do spin around a little bit. Here we have our brake. This is the accelerator when you press down on that, and it automatically springs back up. You've got our headlight on and off, the horn, reasonably loud buzzer, and this is to go through our different power levels. There's 3 of them in total, and up to 25 kilometers per hour is the top speed. And with the on and off, there is a beep noise you hear as a confirmation. Now, this is my biggest complaint of the Model B, is the screen. You can just see it now in direct sunlight, but it is a little hard to make out. So we have our speed. You've got the battery gauge right here, and very hard to see is the different gears, the different power levels. But as you can see now at nighttime, you can at least make out that display nice and clearly, but it really should be brighter so we can see it during the day. Now, the width of the scooter I find is fine. I've got size 10 shoes on. I can see my feet fit on there all right. They do come off the end, but the scooter's length is good enough that I can get both of my feet on there comfortably. So a lovely day here to be testing out scooters in Denia, mid-coast of Spain. So the Model B is very comfortable for riding around on smoother surfaces like what I've got right now, bike lane. absolutely perfect for that. So you have the 3 different power levels, and it folds out. When it's folded out, you don't feel any flex in that deck. It's very solid, which is good. And I do have, as I pointed out, enough room for my feet to fit on there just fine. No real issues with that. So the acceleration is smooth and gradual. It's not a loud motor at all. It is very smooth. I hear some occasional rattling coming from that kickstand. You can probably hear that coming through on the video. And the corner's all right. We do have only 5.5-inch size wheels, so you must be careful with any potholes or anything like that. The roads around here in Denia aren't exactly the best, but where I am now on the bike lane is good. It's a smooth surface and it's fine. There's a few little bumps and cracks and things, but they're not an issue for these solid wheels. And good having the solid rubber wheels, that means that you don't have to worry about punches. They're a huge problem with some of those pneumatic air-filled tires you have with the other scooters that I have covered. You always have to worry about getting a flat tire. Well, you don't here with the Model B, which is good. So it will get me up to 25 kilometers per hour. You're gonna watch out for things like that, hazards. You don't want to get those front tires stuck on anything, but cruises along really nice here. It rides a lot better than you would think. It is very smooth and comfortable. Now, if I keep holding down that throttle, you hear it beep, and then you can just let go, and that is the cruise control working, which I've got on now, so I don't even need to keep holding down that throttle. So comfortable ride, nice and smooth. Now for a little bit of a climb test. So this climb here is about 10, then up to 15 degrees, and it can handle the 10-degree climbs with its 250 watt motor. And I've got it in the max level. So just starting out here, doing about 15 kilometers, 14. It's handling this 10-degree climb actually really quite well, doing 18 kilometers per hour now. So a lot better than I expected for such a small front hub motor. So now I'm definitely picking up a little bit of a speed here going down this slope. 25 kilometers per hour, that's it, it's topped out. Now braking performance with that front wheel is quite slow, so you have to use the mechanical rear, so it's a lot like a manual scooter. So I'll do a braking test from the post here, and rear, there we go, using that rear manual brake. That actually wasn't too bad. So 1, 2, 3 of those white blocks there it took me. That was the braking distance from 25 kilometers per hour. Of course, in the dry here, so using the manual brake is your best option. You've got the dual braking. So obviously a scooter like this, there are a few compromises with the ride, but the quality of it, as I showed you, the frame is actually very good the way it's done, and it does feel secure. There's no movement in it. It doesn't flex, as I pointed out, and it can handle rider weights of 100 kilos. Now the range you're going to get realistically around about 15 to 20 max kilometers out of that 5 amp hour battery, which takes 5 to 6 hours to charge. And the ride comfort of it, even though it's got the small wheels, it's not bad as long as you're riding on good roads, however. So you do have to be aware of things like potholes, especially with the smaller 5.5-inch wheels. And as I showed you with my little climb test, that it doesn't have a huge amount of climbing performance due to the smaller motor, even though it is 250 watts. My biggest complaint with this model here is the screen is very hard to read in direct sunlight. I hope that with other revisions of this model that they'll be able to make that just a little bit brighter. But for the style of scooter, being so portable, so compact that you can just really take it anywhere with you, and only, of course, weighing just that 10 kilos, excellent. If that is what you're after in a scooter, that you want something just really small, compact, then this is ideal for those kind of needs, just to get from A to B. So it's going to be a great scooter to get you from the train station to your house, or your house to the train station, the public transport to move around, and then you can easily just fit this later on, as I showed you, into a backpack. So thank you so much for watching my review here of the Model B from Dynamic Scooter.